Unity Broadcasting. Unity Broadcasting.
Statistics Salon don launch the 2027 and housing census. Statistics Salon don officially launch the 2026 population and housing census on Friday, 1st December 2025 na the Bintumani International Conference Center, Freetown. They launched the program under the theme Let Them Continue, and in focus na for get credible data for national development. The Minister for Planning and Economic Development, Kehinde Bale, in a welcoming address say they not only they launched the census, they also they unveil two important things them: the power of data and the dashboard wey go support the medium-term national development plan. The minister call on Salon people them for participate because say the process will help for the foundation for the country in development one.
In Sierra Leone's development journey. We are not only launching the 2026 population and housing census, we are also unveiling two other national assets: the medium-term national development plan dashboard and the government's power of data initiative. So figuratively this morning, I'm wearing three of my many hats. And literally, I was given three hats for each of the initiatives. The census, oh, they're down there. I left it because none of them went with my outfit. So I left the three hats down there. But seriously, and most significantly, these three initiatives are connected and mutually reinforcing and essential for building a modern, data-driven Sierra Leone where decisions are informed by facts, performance is transparent, and citizens are at the center of accountability. Today's launch of the 2026 population census marks the beginning of a new era in how we understand our population, plan for our commitments, and direct national investment. No national plan or no nation's plan can effectively be implemented or even designed without accurate, credible, and timely data. The census, as we know, is the most comprehensive instrument that tells us who we are, where we are, and what our needs are. So the census will inform decisions on public investment in infrastructure, human capital development, urban and rural planning, social protection targeting, disaster preparedness and resilience, and private sector investments. Accurate population data allows the government to determine where schools and hospitals should be built, which communities water energy infrastructure, where agricultural production can expand, and which districts require targeted interventions. Development without data becomes guesswork, and Sierra Leone cannot be afforded to be built on guesswork. This is a welcome address, and it's not the keynote address, so I try to keep it as short as possible, but we are talking about three initiatives. So a central priority of the Ministry of Planning is supporting the decentralization agenda. And the 2026 population census will provide evidence base that local councils require for effective planning, resource allocation, and advocacy. And for the first time, chiefdoms, wards, districts, and municipalities will have access to accurate population and housing data that speaks directly to their needs, helping them plan better and deliver better. Statistics Sierra Leone has undertaken rigorous preparations, supported by my office, to ensure a technically sound and internationally aligned census. The methodology, technology, training, and data systems employed for this census represent global best practice. So I want to commend the Statistician General and his team, who have worked very hard and closely with my ministry with exceptional professionalism and commitment. Unprecedentedly, as I mentioned, alongside the census, we are launching two other initiatives, the Medium-Term National Development Plan Dashboard and the Sierra Leone Power of Data Initiative. The Medium-Term National Development Plan Dashboard is a digital public-facing platform that transforms how Sierra Leone plans, monitors, and reports on development. The dashboard is a central pillar of our national planning architecture because, importantly, it will track performance in real time across sectors and districts. It would also provide citizens with direct access to progress data, will enable governments, parliaments, development partners, and civil society to monitor delivery, strengthen transparency, facilitate evidence-based decision-making, and ensure that public institutions remain answerable for results.
The UN representative talk say census na the only tool wey go show the real picture of any country. E say census dey help allocate resources properly. Transparency key because e go earn trust. E say the UN go support with both technical and financial assistance. E end im statement say e know say the census costly, but wey we no do am at all more costly. UNICEF country representative talk say dis census dey align with the Agenda 2040. The UNICEF together with dem partner dem go continue for give dem full support.
And let me then also, on behalf of UNICEF's Executive Director, our Regional Director, and our entire team in Sierra Leone, express our deep gratitude for the strong partnership between the government and UNICEF in advancing the rights and well-being for every child. UNICEF has been in Sierra Leone for over 4 decades, 40 years, and we will celebrate this next week, actually. We have worked alongside Sierra Leone to strengthen systems, deliver results for children, and today's launch of the dashboard builds exactly on that legacy, with a bold step toward digital governance and accountability. The Sierra Leone National Development Tracker is more than a technological achievement. It's a strategic step toward a future where decisions are guided by evidence, resources are allocated transparently, and progress is tracked in real time. So with this launch, Sierra Leone joins other African countries investing in data-driven governance. That's very special. And let me make clear that this platform is fully aligned with the Agenda 2040 and Africa Fit for Children, with a national development vision, the UN cooperation framework, and of course UNICEF's strategic plan, which all call for stronger systems, evidence-based policy, and greater accountability to children and young people.
The Chief Minister, David Mosenge, wey represent the President, wey no be able attend, assure everybody say the population and housing census no political. E say e dey about equity and development for improve people dem life. E stress say census no go disadvantage any political party. E say the process go align with the government in Big 5 game changers.
A population and housing census is not political. It is about people, and it is about fairness. It is about informed planning, equitable development, and effective service delivery. It helps us understand our numbers, our distribution, our living conditions, and our needs as a nation. It provides the factual foundation for the policies and programs that improve the daily lives of citizens. With accurate population data, we can determine where to build new schools and deploy teachers, where to place health centers and healthcare workers, how to extend the electricity grid and broadband connectivity, where to construct feeder roads, and how to allocate local grants fairly to every district.
In a one-on-one interview with Samuel Ansumana, Director of Communication for Statistics Sierra Leone, break down the process and emphasize the importance of the census to citizen then participation one.
So basically, census president in Pretoria last year, September, and to the formal local launch census in the presence of every other person, people in there. President Oibuka, unfortunately, because he's busy with the ECOWAS stuff, the chief minister camp, all the ministers of government, all the ministers of government camp, all the people in there we actually we can't miss the occasion. We don't get very big activity. We don't come collect the support political parties and civil society members from the media, of course, development partners, they all kind of just collect their support to the center. So like good thing for Sierra Leone. Okay, so lead and country. Make sure say them country. They put that responsibility. They pay yourself. Make sure say them country as an individual. Alright? It's important that them country. Because if they're not country, you're not going to be catered for. Do ya? Where people in camp for can talk to and make sure say them country. Okay. So we even get misinformation right now, or disinformation. Because we get fraudsters, scammers, where they go and they go talk, say we don't open equipment portal, that even the passport on social media. But what we always do now for reporters, yeah? We can't do a disclaimer for tell people and say no, so we put out a notice there. If you want to get credible notice from you in an XYZ channel, you go see them from. So we don't make it very clear. So misinformation will always stay. People will always skew things how they want for skew and because now from the lens when they watch them and all of that. But what we try to do as an institution, now for make sure say at the end of the day, people they come out, they understand the importance of the census and then get themselves counted. That only will interest. The paramount chiefs are critical. I mean if you notice now, we have all the paramount chiefs and they are together. So the paramount chiefs they are the gatekeepers for their respective communities. So we already don't ensure say the paramount chief then deal with we on this. We add to each areas then. For example, then areas and we riverine areas as an example. The riverine areas as an example. We then ensure say we create we give life jackets to people then. We make speedboat for them, speedboat machine then, how they call it, outboard engines then. We then go carry one of them add to each areas and then they then bond side, then put on side, then on we now water. You understand? So we then ensure we just do all into the ensure so people within the field then be protected as well as the people within the outreach areas and self-respond to people. So we tell everybody the important that in country, not for you better one, not for your community better one. If you
Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025, na the House of Parliament. Some committee chairman them been present the committee report and table am na the Chamber of Parliament. The tabling of committee recommendations after oversight is mandated by Section 93, Act Number 6 of the 1900 Constitution of Sierra Leone and the Standing Orders of Parliament. Among the committee then, where they present the committee reports as well of Parliament, now the Committee on Finance, which chaired by Honorable Francis A. Kaisamba, the Health Committee, which chaired by Honorable Bernadette Uyata Songa, the Transport Committee, which chaired by Honorable Dixon Momo Rogers, and other committee then.
Honorable members, I rise this morning with your leave to lay before this Honorable House the report of the Parliamentary Committee on Transport and Aviation for the stakeholders' engagement on the 4th of June 2005 at the Atlantic Hotel, Long Beach. Mr. Honorable members, this engagement formed part of the committee's constitutional mandate under Section 93, of the 1991 Constitution to oversee, inquire into, and evaluate the activities of ministry, departments, and agencies within the transport and aviation sector. The engagement brought together government institutions, regulatory agent authorities, private sectors, operators, civil society organizations, and development partners to collectively examine the opportunities and challenges within the sector. This report presents concise but substantive deliberations on key thematic areas shaping our transport and aviation sectors, namely digital transformation, sustainable aviation and green technology, smart infrastructure and trade facilitation on 8 of the revised standing orders of 2006. I have the singular honor as chairperson of the Parliamentary Oversight Committee on Transport and Aviation. I have the honor to lay the committee's report on the table for consideration by Parliament today, the 2nd December 2025.
I
rise today on the table report on the engagements with the Ministry of Defense and its agencies alongside oversight visits to various military barracks and brigades with the aim of assessing operational management, welfare of personnel, and status of national security nationwide from the 23rd of August to the 27th.
Security matter.
And this report is on behalf of the Committee on Defense, to which I am very much grateful to the entire membership of the Committee. Mr. Speaker, this oversight report of the Parliamentary Committee on Defense presents its key findings, observations, and of course, recommendations arising from the oversight undertaken by the Committee of Activities of each ministry, departments, and agency. Noting that the committee conducted oversight visits to various military barracks, brigades, battalions, and of course, regional offices of those agencies under its superintendent. And it will note you to know that the committee's assessment revealed significant transformation is underway within RSLFA under the leadership of the new Chief of Defense Staff, General Adara. So the INR tries to lay this report on
Security matter. Security
After the committee don't present the report. The Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas bin say, Parliament go find term and debate and approve the recommendation them way the committee had on table na well of Parliament.
To choose a day to debate all of them. Probably we'll do that in January. Just one day for just the reports. So please, if you have copies of these reports, you can keep them here because there will not be another copy given to you. So keep the reports here, or if you want to read them now and take notes on some of the areas, because we will choose a day to debate all of these reports, especially the recommendations. At least let's make progress. Let's not just relay reports and forget about them.
The Speaker be also talk say any committee will take money in a Parliament and it no go oversight or they not present the committee in talk say they no go get money again for go oversight. He be warn the Clerk of Parliament for take note of any committee wey no go oversight.
And for those, Mr. Clark, of course, the finance department has a list of those committees that received monies to go on oversight. Take note of them and take note of the committees that have presented their reports, as a result of what they received. All other committees that do not present their report will never be allowed to go on oversight on the funds of Parliament. Thank you.
For Unity News, me na Suleiman Jallo.
Unity Broadcasting. Unity Broadcasting. Unity Broadcasting.